Good morning everybody and welcome to Thankcraft. It's Friday. We are here with our last show of the week and we have had such a busy week here, and I'm on your screens for the third time, so I'm sorry if you're getting very bored with me, but I will be here for an hour and I am joined with the fantastic Kat. Good morning.
Good morning, Kelly.
How are you?
Everybody out there.
How are you this morning?
I'm good today. Happy it's Friday. Really excited about today's show.
Yes, I know. On today's show, we have got some freebies for you, and we know everyone likes freebies. We've had a week of freebies with our fantastic club gift. Have you had a play with our club gift?
I have I've had a little play, and I've done some work on the stamps. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
It's gorgeous, absolutely stunning, yeah.
It's so nice. So shall we kick off with today's Super Savers show? But first, let's have a look at this week's Win It Weekly. So this week we have 5 winners and we are going to announce those lucky 5 people in about 50 minutes. And I would show you the kit that you're going to win, but there's so much on my desk. We've got so much for Super Savers to show you, but it is our fantastic Animal Kingdom second season. So that's worth £19.99. And all you have to do is like this video, share this video and comment your answer to the following question, which is, what are rainbows that occur at night called? Are they A, sleepy bows? Are they B, star bows? Or are they C, moon bows? So let us know what you think. I have seen lots of answers coming through for one particular one, and we kicked this off this week on Monday, didn't we?
Didn't we? Yeah.
Today is a slightly more relaxed show than how you arrived on Monday, isn't it?
Yeah, I know what I'm doing today, which always helps.
So there was no crazy driving down the motorway today.
No.
Kat is here on time. We are sticking to our plans today.
We are, yeah.
Absolutely. So yeah, let us know the answer to that and we'll announce it, like I said, towards the end of the show. So let's have a look. It is Super Savers. We have got lots of deals and we've got Super Savers with a little bit of difference because we have got some freebies for you, and then the products we have put on our Super Saver deals work amazing with these freebies. So let me just show you what we've got. So first of all, you need to head over to our Hunky Dory hub. I know Jess or Jen, who are watching the comments today, will pop a little link in there, and there's 2 free downloads. So the first one is for our Chinese New Year. So you're going to get 2 free SVGs. So download them, and if you've got it's a scan and cut or a Brother, is there any other machines you can use them on, Kat?
Yeah, your Cricuts, I'm not quite sure what all the names are, but all your cutting machines that cut SGV files will work with them.
And so Kat very kindly has demonstrated what you can make with our Chinese New Year SVGs, but look how beautiful these lanterns are. So you can, this is the smallest size that you can cut out with it, and then we've got another like super sized lantern there. How lovely is this?
I know.
It's so nice. And then this works perfectly with our Eastern Charm Adorable Scorable pattern packs, and there's also this as well. So you're going to get the sentiment in there that says Happy Chinese New Year, which is next week. So just perfect for any crafting, or if you just, you know, love the look of these lanterns. They're so versatile. So just a lovely thing to have in your stash, isn't it?
Absolutely. Yeah.
So we've got them for you. And then we've also got some Valentine's Day cards, and I know I've been saying for ages I'm so excited about Valentine's Day cards because it's just lovey-dovey. I'm just too soft. So we have some amazing digi stamps. Look how beautiful they are. So there's 20 in total. You get the sentiments as well. Let's have a cuddle. Oh, I love it. We're meant to be. So yeah, these are perfect. You can scale them you know, and print them out, you know, bigger, smaller, make your own scenes with them, but then just add colour and colour away. So I will show you some of the cards that we have got here, and I think our lovely Natalie made these. So look at this. How sweet.
So cute.
So cute. And then we've got these lovely bumblebees here. And then we're like 2 peas in a pod. Oh. And then look at this little keyring. I have no idea how this has been put together. Do you?
I've not seen it.
Oh, I might have to pass it to you and you can have a nose at it. And then look at this little frame. Oh, so nice. But, you know, we've got these freebies and we want to show you what you can do with them. So Kat's got some fabulous demos to show you, but then we've got the tools to get the most out of these freebies. So let's have a look at some Super Saver deals. So first up, we've got our Prism Watercolor Pencils Handbook Bundle. So you're going to grab this for $24.99. So I know you've probably seen, you know, these pencils before, but we know how popular they are. And, you know, it's just, you can do so much with these pencils. But look, they come in a very stylish little wrap. Look at all those colours.
Isn't it so satisfying when you roll it out and it's all perfect like that? Mine's not like that anymore.
Well, I was thinking then when I was rolling it out, I wonder whose these are. Like, could you imagine if some were really short or they weren't in all the nice order? But no, brand new ones for you there. And then you're going to get this handbook as well. So that is just full of hints, tips, absolutely all sorts to get the most out of these pencils. So like I said, perfect for colouring in those super cute stamps. And then if we're going to give you this for $24.99, then we need to add this to it. And I know this was out of stock quite a bit last year, but we've got these back in. You can grab these for £5.99. So there's 3 tips there, 3 different sizes depending on what you're colouring in with. You can use these with your pencils or you can use them with your brush pens. So super versatile. And then we have 2 pads of premium watercolour card. So these are £5.99 each. No, sorry, £6.99 each. There's the A5 and there's the A4, and you know they both have 300 GSM. And me and Kat were just speaking about before the show that if you know you've got a printer that takes, you know, heavyweight cardstock. I know Kat's used these at home and she's printed the digi stamps on these so that then she can use our watercolour pencils and brush pens to colour in the digi stamps, which is perfect. So, you know, I know some printers don't allow the heavier weight cardstock, but just check and you might be able to. So perfect, and just perfect anyway for if you just love colouring. You know, it's a really handy card to have, isn't it?
Oh, definitely.
And it's super thick. So again, perfect. I know in the A5 pad you'll get 60 sheets, in the A4 pad you'll get 30 sheets, so just £6.99 depending on what size you would like. And then last, oh, is it last? Let me stick to my script today. So we have got the brush markers Ultimate Collection. I love these. I've got these at home and they're so good. And I know we use these, you know, a lot here. So if you haven't already grabbed these, you can get them for £34.98. So you've got 48 pens in here. You've got these beautiful Berry Burst, which is all the beautiful shades of pinks and purples. You've got Forest Walk, so it's got those beautiful earthy greens, and some browns in there, such lovely colours. You've got Heavenly Sunset, so you've got just some nice shades there, and of course we have got the Blue Lagoon. So you know there's two tips on these. You've got the brush side on one half and you've got a fine liner on the other for more intricate detailing. If you're writing inside your cards, you know, if you're drawing, they're perfect. Use the brush tip and add a bit of water. There's so much you can do with these, so you can grab that for $34.98. Got the handy book here as well, which has got some lovely cards in, some lovely ideas as well, and just so much, so many tips. These books are so helpful, so I definitely recommend getting these brush markers if you haven't. And like I said, they will work perfectly with the Digi-Stamps. And then last to show you in this part before we go over to Kat and she can show us a very cute demo. We've got some buy one get one free deals. And we all love a buy one get one free. So our card blanks, that 10 sheet packs of pre-scored card blanks are buy one get one free. So there's quite a couple. If you just head on to the website hunkydoricrafts.co.uk, there's a big banner that says Super Savers. If you click in there, you'll see all the card blanks that we have on offer. So we've got a few different sizes. We've got A6. I've took one out here so you can just see, but I'm sure you're all aware of the sizes anyway. And then we've got these ones. So there's 10 in each pack. You get your envelopes included as well. The 300 GSM. Could you put these through the printer if you wanted to?
I'm sure you could if you've got the right program to line everything up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you can, yeah.
So I know we've got very popular sizes. We've got 6x6, there's 8x8 on the website, 7x7, there's 7x5. I'm sure I even saw an A4 size if you wanted to make super big ones. And then of course we've got here our A5 Dove White ones. So what's going to happen with these are all different prices. So if you pop 2 in your basket, the cheapest one's going to be free. And that's how that will work. You don't need to buy 2 of the same size. You could get this one and you can get this one, but the cheapest will be free in your basket. So perfect for stocking up if you would like those Ink Me card blanks. But let's head over to Kat and see the first demo of the day.
Okay, so we are going to go in with one of our freebies and I'm using the beautiful otter. So obviously I can't show you how I put this together because I've not got my computer, but I'll just give a little talk through before we start crafting with it. So I've been able to fit 2 onto one sheet, which I like to do because then I've got one for another time as well. So what I've started with, and I've just put these images onto Word, so you don't need any fancy programs. As long as you've got like a basic package, you can manipulate these stamps and get some compositions together. So I've just gone on Word, and what I've done is I've just used the basic shapes of a square just to get an idea of what size I want my card to be. So this is, I'm doing a 7x5 card, so I've made this rectangle to 6 3/4 inches by 4 3/4 inches. So I know when I trim this round that it's going to fit lovely on my card. So then I've imported my otters and made that quite large, and then I've taken the sentiment and I've just copied and pasted it and aligned it over and over and again to get this detail at the bottom here. So there's lots of things you can do, just manipulating them round. And then I've just made it bigger at the bottom because I know I'm going to use this later on. So let's get playing, shall we? So put one of these away to use. And then now I know I can line this up on my trimmer, just making sure that that blue line is the other side of my cut line.
A few people saying if they're not very computer savvy, you can just print them out and then cut around them and layer them up as you want, can't you?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, yeah.
Or if you've got any grandchildren or children, send them. Everybody, all the kids know, don't they? Technology now.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. But like I said, this is just done on Word. I've not used any fancy craft programmer or anything to do this. It's just a case of copying and pasting text and resizing your image. So this is our basic background, and what I'm going to use today for this one, and I've printed this, as we said before, onto our watercolor cardstock, the premium watercolor cardstock, and this has just gone through an inkjet printer. Now you will see when I start to colour that because we are using this with the brush markers today, the black outline will move a little bit into our colours, but because we're doing darker colour animals, you're not going to notice it, and it doesn't actually affect the line. It's just a little bit of ink that comes off. So I've got our mixed media mat here, and I'm just going to scribble some of my darkest brown into this pot here with my brush marker. This is 034. And then I'm going to add a little bit of 002 just to get some depth in that colour there.
Gee, I don't think we've used our mixed media mat a lot on these shows, but they're so handy, aren't they?
It is so handy. And I'm just going in with my brush marker. And I'm just going to make sure I don't want this over wet. So I've got a little bit of blue roll at the side of me here. I'm just going to dab a bit off so it's not too over wet. And then I'm just going to start adding this around my little otter here. And these are going to be really, really loose. You don't have to be careful with these at all. The watercolour effect really, really works when you're doing these loose drawings like this. I'm just going to put this in another one because it's just a little bit wetter than I like it. So you just build this up and you can, I'm just doing like little strokes just to give that kind of fur effect. Doesn't matter if you go off the edges, it just adds to the detail. I'm going to bring this colour down into the legs. And this is where I do the opposite from when I'm using my markers. I'm starting with my darker colour here and I'm going to blend my lighter colour in because I can always go back with my darks over the top. But just for this look that I'm going for today, this is just the way I'm going to do it. So I think otters, they're quite dark around the outsides. And I'm sure when they're on the tummy, they've got a lighter coloured tummy. So this is the way I'm going to do this today. I'll go around top of his head.
Oh, that's so cute.
It's very cute, isn't he? He just starts coming to life.
It's very relaxing.
It is very relaxing,
so relaxing,
absolutely. So I'm just going to leave that one there and then I'm going to go in with like this skin tone kind of colour. This is number 16. Do exactly the same here. I'm just going to clean my brush off a little bit. I'm going to start putting this in the tummy. And again, I'm going in with strokes just to give it that kind of furry effect. Just bring it to life a bit. And you don't have to colour every single part of your cardstock. I'm going for something really loose.
A few people have said in the comments I can hear banging in the background today.
Oh, I can now you've said it, yeah.
I know many of you will know that our warehouse is just behind our studio, so sometimes we do hear them getting things ready. And they're really laughing, they're having a good time, it's Friday.
Everyone's happy today.
Yeah, definitely.
So we just keep building this up. I'm going to take the lighter one back in the face. Otters are just so cute, aren't they?
They are. I just love any animal though.
Oh yeah, no, I'm exactly the same.
I saw a card you had made, what was it with? This week.
This week?
I'm trying to think, my memory is so terrible when it gets to Friday about what we've done this week. I get mixed up about what we've launched and what's coming next week. But it was a little card.
Yeah.
And it had some cow print on the side. Oh, for Paramount.
Oh,
Bright
yes,
and Beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, it was so cute.
Oh, you know me. Any excuse to crack out the cow print. I'm going to be there. So we just go in and do the nose, and then, well, we've got this one. Just add a little bit more depth. Once it starts drying down, you can go in and add a little bit more colour in. And obviously, you can take more time with this at home, but I'm just giving you a basic idea. So that's just one of our little otters done there. And I'm going to switch that out for one I made earlier, where we've got both of our little otters all done and coloured in. So what we're going to do now is we're going to add some detail to the background around our water. So So I'm just going to take a baby wipe to wipe out my palette. And I know I've got more to play with, but there's more chance of me putting it in the wrong colour if I don't take them out first. So now I'm going to go in with two of our blues. This is the 071. And I'm going to take my biggest brush that I've got here. And again, I'm not doing anything too precise. I'm just going to swivel this round to echo those lines that we've got on there, just to give that hint of the water around.
What's good about the brush pens is you don't have to be super careful, do you?
Oh no,
you can just add a bit of colour and it sort of brings itself to life.
It does, yeah. And as long as, if you decide when you're going in, right, I'm going to keep this really, really loose, then you can get away with a lot more. The more precise you try and be when you're doing anything with like watercolour, the harder job you're going to make for yourself.
Yeah.
And it's a medium that works really, really well with keeping it soft and playful and loose. So once that's run out, just add a little bit more.
And we've got a comment from Claire, and she says, Kat, I know how much you love cows. I saw at Build-A-Bear that they're doing a Highland cow.
Oh, I think I have spotted that.
Have you? Oh.
I have to be very, very good today because one of my friends tagged me in. Somebody on Facebook had posted a Highland cow picture bundle. And I was like, oh, it's just the wrong side of payday.
It is.
But I think, to be fair, I think I've got enough cow pictures at the moment. I don't think my husband would be responsible for his actions if I brought another cow picture home.
I know you've got cows and I've got cat pictures, yeah, like cat artwork at my house. And I've seen another one that I really like, and it's like a black panther, and he's like surrounded in all these watercolour leaves. It's very fancy, but I don't know if I'm allowed another one like you.
Yeah, we're actually like that, but with actual cats.
Have you got lots of cats?
I've got 4 cats.
I didn't know you had 4.
Yeah.
Oh, that's exciting. I'll have to come round.
Yeah, the husband wanted none, and I wanted one, so we compromised, and I got 4.
I love a compromise like that.
So we've just gone back in with some darker detail just to pick up some accents in that water, and again, like you can see, I'm keeping it really, really loose. So what I'm going to do now is put that to one side, and I am going to concentrate on my bigger I utterly love you sentiment here. And I'm going to try and cut this and make it look something like a little log to replicate the otters. I keep wanting to say owls. So no fancy trimmers or anything here. I'm cutting this very wibbly wobbly around the edges. Just slightly moving my cardstock and my scissors as I go, just to get a nice textured effect around the edge.
Emily laughed when you said log. We don't have any toilet humour in this room, Emily. Oh, she said she wasn't laughing at that.
Well, that's what it is. You can make your mind up what it looks like at the end of it. So I've just chopped around there. So I'm going to go back in now, and I have got 078. Give that a scribble in there. And go back in with my brush now. I want to keep this quite dry, so I'm just taking as much moisture as I can out of my brush here. And I'm just going to start building up some texture. And I've tried this about 4 or 5 times, and 2 times I've been happy with how it's turned out. So who knows what we're going to look like today.
A few people have said the box mag has arrived, which is amazing. I know they are in the building now and they are just ready to be shipped out to you. So you can get your hands on those with those incredible gifts inside.
So going back in with the dark one, we'll go slightly lighter on this. Just trying to add a bit of texture, just to give it like it's a piece of wood floating in the water.
Can you hear her? She's naughty. She's in a naughty mood today.
I'm trying to be good. I'm trying not to encourage.
Don't encourage her. We'll just pretend she's not here. And if anyone's at home wondering who we're talking about, it's Emily at the producer's desk. She's up to no good. We'll have to send her out, Kat. Like she's at high school.
And then I'm just going to take my actual nib and just gently mark it along the edges, just to give it that kind of standout detail. I'm not going all the way around, just lightly touching, just to make it pop a little bit.
I'm loving that a few people have already downloaded these, which is amazing. I would let Stacey and Jen know who have designed these, because we're going to see if people like these enough. We're going to continue throughout the year adding these little freebies for you to download.
Absolutely, they're so much fun. So what I'm going to do now, I could just stick that on there and be done. It looks like they're carrying a sign, but I'm going to go a little bit further, and I'm just going to use my craft knife, and I'm just going to cut round his little paw here, just to make it a little bit more realistic. So I'm just gently cutting around.
Oh, you're very clever to think of that, Kat. So it looks like they're holding it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's too cute.
And the same with this one.
Amanda, it's Box Mag 16, which is available now. I'm sure somebody will pop you a link in the comments.
And then just round the little foot here, because I think it just kind of sticks underneath there as well. They should all pop up a little bit for me now. So then I can place this under and over. It's going to look like it's actually setting. So we'll just add a little bit of construction glue to the back. So under the foot, pop it under the little armies. There we go, it looks like they're actually holding it. Now, one of the other fab tricks I love doing with my brush markers is creating little hearts.
Oh, yeah.
So because you've got this lovely fine edge and this tip on the edge of them, they're perfect for making tiny, tiny little details. Now, just to add this extra element, because we are thinking of it as a Valentine's Day card, all the cards today are aimed that way. So I'm going to push it away from me. I've got it in my hand here and I've kind of got it tilting backwards. So I'm going to start with the point at the bottom and just on a slight angle and then bring it round. So you're thinking about like 10 to 2. If you do that, you just create these perfect little hearts. And I'm just going to dot a few of these absolutely randomly all around here. And we're just slightly pushing back to get that effect.
Oh, that's so sweet.
It just adds that tiny little bit of detail.
Nikki has put, once the show is over, I'm off to make my hubby a card with the puzzle pieces. Not for Valentine's, just because he's wonderful.
Oh,
that's so sweet. Well, if you'd have heard our conversation before the show, we're not making our husbands one.
No.
Not yet. Maybe. If they're well behaved over the weekend.
And I don't need to worry about my husband watching because he's out getting himself a massage. So, you know, look after yourself, mate.
We just need to book our own, Kat.
I know, that's what we should do, isn't it? So we've just added a few of them dotted around there. And then I'm going to pop this on a black mat that I've cut to the size of my card blank, which is 7 inches by 5 inches. And I've put the glue on the wrong part for some reason. So what I will do is I'll use this to cover my card with. Getting ahead of myself. See, I didn't need to let on then. I could have just like carried on.
We'd have not known anything was wrong.
There we go. Then we'll add some glue to the back of here. And you're going to have absolutely no problem sticking your watercolour cardstock down with construction glue because it's nice and thick. It's not going to affect it in any way whatsoever. And we just pop this on here, and the black border just makes everything really, really pop.
Oh, it looks so nice. It looks utterly amazing.
Oh, see what you did there?
Did you see?
Yeah. And here we have a really fun I utterly love you card.
Oh, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Oh, it's lovely. Thanks, Kat. So that's demo 1 done. So let's show you some more Super Saver deals. So I know before we even came on, I'm pretty sure somebody has already popped the stamping press in their basket. So an incredible price, £24.99, and this just makes your stamping easy. And you know, we all know when you stamp, sometimes you don't get the full transfer on your card, on your paper. So if you had it on here, you can just re-ink, press it back down, and you won't get blurry lines or double lines. It'll be perfect. So it comes with your 2 handy magnets and the magnetic top, and of course the handy grid there if you're doing any measuring. So £24.99. It's an amazing price because we know we don't pop the stamping press on Super Savers all the time, but when we do, it's super special. And of course, because this is a colouring show and we're getting creative, we've had to add our Matastic pattern packs in there. So, you know, these are perfect for stamping with, for distressing, adding colour, adding ink. You know, they're just... Matastic is just perfect for that sort of thing. So we've got our vintage newsprint here. So you get 24 sheets and there is 6 different designs. So £3.99. All our pattern packs are usually £7.99, but grab them on Super Savers for just £3.99. We've got our flourishing leaves. Just got some beautiful different colours in there. You can see, you know, how lovely that is, and almost like a watercolory texture in there. We've got delicate lace as well, you know, which is quite nice for Valentine's Day. Actually, it'll make some beautiful backgrounds.
Definitely.
You know, and you can see there in the card somebody's used our hearts nesting dies, so that's perfect to use with the lace. There's some full all over pieces and some with just borders, some with just tops, and there's some lovely subtle colours in there as well. And then we've got our sea shanty, which is perfect. I guess you could use them with the otters if you wanted. It would pair up quite nicely with that. And show you this other pattern here. So again, really good cardstock for getting super creative with. So you can grab them for £3.99, and Super Savers is on until midnight the 6th of February. So you've got a week and a bit to grab any of these deals. And then we have listened to the comments and we have had requests for some different sort of foam pad bundles. So on the website you will see 3 of the usual foam pad bundles, and if you've not watched the Super Savers show before, we've got strips, we have got large foam pads, and we've got mixed foam pads in 2mm depth that are all £8 in Super Savers. But the 2 new bundles we have got are 1mm depth. So you're going to have a large pack which has, I think they are 24 by 24 millimeters and 19 by 38 millimeters in just that 1mm depth. £8 while Super Savers is on. And then we've done a mixed pack of the 1mm depth. So have I done these the wrong way around? Maybe. But so you're going to get 16 sheets in each of these bundles. So in the mixed one, there is 4 different sizes. So you're going to get the 2 that are in the large one, which is 24 by 24, and you are going to get the 19 by 38. Oh, sorry, this is the large one, isn't it? And then there's 2 other sizes in there, which is 5 by 5, and I think 12 by 12, but it'll tell you on the website anyway. So the 16 sheets, 1mm depth, and you can grab them for just £8. So we know how fast our foam pad bundles go during Super Savers, because we all use foam pads. And then last for this little section is our Gilding Flakes, which I definitely won't open because we don't want to be covered in it. So we've got copper, we've got silver, and we have got gold. So these are metallic and a gilded sheen. I mean, Kat can probably explain these better than I can of what you can do with these.
Well, I'm going to be using them in my last demo of the day, but I am waiting till the last one because they make so much mess.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's so much you can do. They just add that real nice kind of shine element to your card. There's lots of different ways you can use them. They're like little, whatever colour they are, they're like little flakes that they come off that you can stick down in various ways with your glues and stuff. And like I said, I'll show you in the last demo because it's one of those, seeing is better than me trying to explain.
Well, thank you. And you can grab those 3 for £5.99, but we're going to go back over to Kat for another lovey-dovey make.
So we're back on our free digi stamps, and this time I'm using the beautiful bees. We belong together.
Oh, it's cute.
So what I've done with this one, I've created myself 2 square panels, and these are 4.5-inch squares. So I've imported my little bee design, I've made it quite small, and then I've popped it all over this piece here and just cropped down where I don't need it. Used my little turny tool on the computer just so they're all slightly facing in a little different direction, and then I brought it in again, sized it to the centre here, and I've popped the sentiment underneath. So I'm going to cut these out now. So I'm just going to line that up, making sure that blue edge is just past my cut line. And then I'm going to bring this one on, but you don't need to be so careful because I'm actually going to die cut out this part here. But there's a reason that I've sized this one, which I'll show you in a second. So I'm just going to cut this out, but like I said, I'm going to be die cutting the centre out, so that doesn't need to be perfectly lined up. But what I've done is I've copied it, and this time I've printed it onto some of our printer parchment. So this is the one I need to know my sizes for because I want it to be as close to the first shape that we cut out as possible.
As well, on the download for the digi stamps, there is some SVG Valentine sentiments. There's 2 on there, and then you will get the 20 digi stamps as well.
So let's do this bit first, and we'll cut these little bees out in the centre here. So I'm just going to pop one of our heart dies over the top. This is from the Moonstone Nesting Dies.
Kat, are you scared of bees or wasps?
Not particularly. I love bees. I do. If I see a bee that's in trouble, I like to try and rescue it.
Oh yeah.
I do like them. I think sometimes I've accidentally tried to like save a few wasps as well, because there's some bees that do look a lot like wasps, and I don't want to like misjudge them. But no, I'm not I'm not scared.
Oh, I'm petrified.
Are you?
Yeah, it's the only bug. I'm not bothered about spiders or anything, just bees and wasps. Can't cope with them.
Well, we need our bees, so
We do.
please don't hurt them.
No, I don't hurt them. I run away as fast as I possibly can.
So we take this out of here. And for this one, we are going to be using our lovely watercolour pencils. But because I use quite a bit of watercolour in the first card, I'm just going to use these two colouring today because you can still get amazing effects like that. So, I've got a selection of colours here. And it's very tempting with your bees just to think yellow and black and go in and be a little bit heavy-handed. And if you go in black too much on the face, you're going to lose all that detail. So I'm just going to layer my colours up just to get a bit more effect and give them a little bit more life. So I'm going in with a yellow here and a yellow on the back.
Kat, are you working on anything exciting this afternoon?
I don't know yet. I think so. Whatever I'm working on, it's bound to be exciting.
Oh yeah.
So to add a little bit of depth to this yellow, I've actually got this brown colour. But if we just start at the bottom and a little bit round the band here at the top, and it just brings them a little bit more to life. Just gives them that more of a 3D effect.
The watercolour pencils as well, when you're using them, they're super smooth, aren't they?
Oh, they're really, really smooth. And they sit, as you can see here, they sit on top of each other and blend into each other. Absolutely, absolutely beautiful. So you can just see, I'm going to bring this a bit closer to the camera, just so you can see just that lovely 3D detail you get by building your colours up slowly. So now I'm going to take this one and I'm going to use this for my first dark band. But like I said again, you think just, oh, I'll go in black, but you miss an opportunity to build your colours up.
Michelle's commented on your well-loved pencils there.
Oh yeah, they are very, very well loved.
They're very well loved. We use them a lot here in the office, our watercolour pencils.
We do. So I'm now going in with this dark brown, just doing what I did on the other bands, bringing it round. Just to give that detail. So I've got my palest yellow here, and I'm going to use this to start building up the face detail. And when I'm doing larger areas, I like to go like in small circular motions. I just get, instead of getting any fine harsh lines when you're colouring straight up and down. And then in with my light brown again. And just start adding some definition around the face. So if you could come back as any animal, Kelly, what would you come back as?
Well, I'm torn between just a normal cat or a large cat, like a tiger.
I think coming back as a well-loved cat.
Yeah.
You've got it made, haven't you?
A little spoilt one.
Yeah, a little spoilt, well-loved cat.
My cats they know when the fridge is open.
Oh, mine do.
It's terrible. What would you?
Yeah, a well-loved cat. I think that nothing much beats that, does it?
Emily, what about you? I don't know if Emily's going to say something crazy.
You want something that's going to give you an easier life than you want now.
I would like to fly though, so maybe an eagle.
An eagle?
Yeah. Something with no natural predators is always a good, a good start. So I've just used my pencils to create a little bit of definition around the eyes here, just to give it that little bit more fun. And I'm just going to take this lovely peach colour and just give them a little bit of cheeks, because why not?
Oh, a little bit of blush. It's because they're in love.
That's it.
Yes.
Oh, how cute. Put my black on my little feeties. And I'm going quite strong with the colours on here, because I'm going to place that piece of parchment that you saw before that we cut out over the top. So that will dull the colours down a bit. So if you start quite strong on the top, then they will come through. So we'll leave that at that, so you get the idea. But I'll show you when you place this over the top later, you just get that lovely muted colour still coming through. So I then take this piece and I colour in all these bees on here, which I'm not going to do for you now, don't worry, because we'd be here for a very, very long show. But I don't quite put as much detail in. I still do my shading on the colours. I'll bring it over for you now, as you can see, but not so much around the face and stuff, but just to get the general idea. And I'm just then taking my blue pencil that I've put through the wings, and I'm just going to use this to create an edge, sketched edge around the sides.
Oh, that looks really nice, that. Did it take a long time to colour it all in?
It took a while.
Was it just nice and relaxed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the only thing when you replicate an image and you put it all over, you colour the first one and you're like, oh, that was nice. I've now got to do it 12 more times. But that's what we want with our colouring. It's nice just to chill out.
Yeah.
Take our time over it.
Don't forget to get your answers in for this week's Minute Weekly question. And we'll let you know soon who the 5 lucky winners are. What are rainbows that occur at night called? Are they A, sleepy bows? Are they B, star bows? Or are they C, moon bows? And we may have picture evidence.
I hope so. So what I've done now to adhere, because I need to adhere this onto here, and I've no visible big places that I'm covering up. So what I want to do is I'm running a piece of red liner tape down this left hand side here, and then I'm going to add this back on top, and then I'm going to cover this with a little bit of ribbon shortly so you won't see. So I'm popping this down first, because then I know exactly where to place my heart underneath. So we've got that there, and what we're going to do is the one that I've fully finished colouring, I'm going to get this and we're going to slide this underneath and line it up with our top image. So if I put some construction glue on the back here, that'll give us lots and lots of wiggle room, so we know that we line it in exactly the right place.
Before you took the red liner tape off,
Yes.
I honestly thought that was a little bit of ribbon.
Did you?
I did, yes. Thought it was a little pinky red ribbon down the side.
So we'll slide this under here. Oh, we're not far off. That was a good guess. But as you can see, you can just keep pulling it over, moving it about till we are perfectly lined up, and it will give you that effect. Now you could add a little bit extra in the corners and then use a couple of gems to pop them down, which I might do if it doesn't sit exactly where I want. So now I'm just using a little bit of black ribbon, and I'm just going to tie this round. I'll get some more of my red liner tape on the back, just to secure this in place. Skizzers! Oh, it's very sticky red liner tape, but nobody's going to see that.
No.
I'll peel this off. Put that down. Oh, I've just put it on the wrong side as well. Do you know what? Make sure you stick the red liner tape to the right side, or the left side, as the case may be.
So I wasn't wrong, you are adding a ribbon.
I am adding ribbon, yeah. Just not the one you saw. So just take your time just to make sure you're covering up what's underneath. We'll rub this round here. And then I'm just going to take a little strip. Put that under. And I'm just going to do a simple little tie off rather than doing a bow. So just thread that through, knot it, and just trim. Just to give that little effect.
Elaine, the Peacock Garden Club Gift Bundle should still be available. I will double check that in 2 seconds.
Now that is just popping up a little bit more than I'd like there, so I'm just going to go in with 2 little bits of red liner tape just to secure it down. And then hope and pray that we've got some black gems hiding in the craft stack.
And if anybody is wondering about the Peacock Garden Club Gift Bundle, it is still available. So that's fine, that's there on the website for you to grab. I think I just developed a little stutter.
Come on, stick down. Do you know, red liner tape is doing me a disservice.
It's not your friend today, is
It's
it?
not, it's because I've got such a tiny, tiny little piece. And it knows I'm improvising, so it's like, nah, we're not doing that. Oh, I've lost it. It's gone. You can get the gist.
Oh, it looks really
Let's
cute.
have a look for some little black gems. Here we go. Just use them to cover up where your tape is. I'm just going to try and be really, really careful and put a tiny little dab of glue down because you know I'm a perfectionist. Count to 5. There we go. So you just get this lovely muted effect over the top. I've got a 5-inch card blank and we're just going to pop that down on there.
Oh, it looks great. Lots of I've seen lots of lovely comments saying about this card. Loving the demos today already, and this one is a really cute design. And she's still got one more to do.
I know. Something different.
Yes.
Valentine's, but very, very different. There we go. Our cute little We Belong Together.
Oh, it's lovely. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
So just with those super easy digi-stamps and, you know, our colouring pencils, that card looks beautiful. So we've got one more thing to show you on today's Super Savers, and of course we have chosen our Matastic little books. So you can grab these for just £4.99. We've got 6 available. The Heavenly Winter one, which is, you know, it is not that old. This launched just before Christmas, I think.
It did,
It's
yeah.
beautiful. So Matastic again, perfect. And then we've got the beautiful little square little book of ballet. So these are all half price. They would usually be £9.99. We've got another Forever Florals, so they're the Hydrangea range. And I know I'm not flicking through, but we all know the little books are just jam-packed. Oh, I like this one. Little sentiment page there, you can cut that out. It's little ready-made toppers for you. Beautiful painted artwork. Oh, and we've even got a few little sentiment pages. Pop them out, add a little foam pad. So it's really great little books here for you. And then we've got 3 of our normal or standard A6 size, again just £4.99. We've got the Clockwork Emporium, which is again Matastic, which just goes beautifully with this steampunk style. You can cut around these and add them as little toppers. Oh, I thought that was like, that almost looks like it's popping out the page. And then we've got here some lovely designs, beautiful colours in this one as well. Perfect to get really stuck into and, you know, create quite a grungy card. And then we've got the Happy Hippos, which is beautiful. Very nice, subtle colours. Perfect for like the young at heart children, new baby cards, happy birthday. Make some lovely invitations out of these. And with our little books, because you will get about 6 of each design in there, you know, perfect for decoupage as well, just layering up those designs. And then we've got the little book of flower children. It's got some sentiment sheets in there as well, cut around them, little tags, and then of course some just gorgeous imagery. Oh, how lovely. So lovely colours in this book, quite nice. If you're getting ready for spring, these are perfect designs. Little poppy there. So these are $4.99 and you can grab them at this price, our Matte-tastic ones, until Sunday the 6th of February. And that's all our Super Saver deals we've got on offer for you. So it's like a colouring, uncoated special, Matte-tastic, and all those lovely Prism products, our favourite Prism products at some incredible prices. And of course, those essentials that you might want to grab, the foam pads, just perfect for adding on to one of your orders. But let's head back to Kat for the last demo of the day.
Are we ready to get messy?
Oh,
because
yes.
we're about to. And I've just realised I've not brought in something that I need.
What would you like?
It's, nobody's going to find it, so I'm going to improvise, but you'll get the idea. So I am taking a 6-inch card blank, but we are not keeping it a 6-inch card blank. I've got the largest of our heart nesting dies, and we are going to make a heart-shaped card today. So what I'm doing is I'm just placing the top of my heart over the score line in the card, so when this cuts out, we'll still get that lovely, lovely fold. In our die cut machine. I'm going to pop this on here. And we'll run this back and forth just a couple of times because we are going through 2 layers of cardstock, so just to make sure we get all the way through.
Are you using one of our buy one get one free card blanks?
I presume so. It's a 6x6.
Yes, I think you are.
So when you first take this out, it is going to look a little bit funky, but I promise we are going to turn it back into a perfect heart shortly. And we're going to do that by cutting some more hearts out.
Oh, nice. Gemma is saving this show because she's never used her Gilding Flakes before. She's going to get some tips from you.
So I've got a piece of our Matte-tastic pattern pack here. Is it vintage newsprint?
It is indeed.
I'm going to pop that down and I'm going to go back in with exactly the same heart die, and you want to cut this twice. But we'll just do one for now. And as if by magic, I have now got 2 of them. Now I'm going to bring in one of our craft markers, because what I like to do with this, because the shape of our card, it's going to sit like this. It's going to sit on the side like that.
Yep.
So you're going to get some bits that are peeking through. You can't really see it there, but in an angle if you're looking at it. We want to make sure that we're covering the inside so there's no white showing. And I also really like, especially with these vintage kind of cards, just to go around and mark all my white edges just so they kind of disappear.
Okay.
They don't pop out and you see them. So I'm just going to take a craft marker and I'm just going to edge all the way around my cardstock. And it's just one of those little details that I like to do just to give it that finishing touch. And the same in here. It doesn't matter if you go onto the card because we're going to cover it up. But by doing that, it just takes away. It's daft because once you do it, you don't really notice it. But if you don't do it, you notice the white edges.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to take this all the way around. Yeah. Okay. So with this one, we're going to use this to cover the inside. So open your card up and place your glue onto this bottom panel here.
I know, Kat's full of tips. This is why we need the Kat's craft show. She doesn't like that though. She's not having it. We've tried.
So we bob that on, just line it up. And then what you can do is if you fold back your front and then just trim away these two edges that are overhanging that we don't need on the inside of the card. And then when we've finished getting crafty, we are going to place this one on the front and it just gives you a much cleaner finish. But we've not finished with this one yet. This is where we're going to do part one of our gilding that I'm going to do. So I've got the gold Gilding Flakes today and I've used quite a few out of here so you can see how loose they are getting. So you can see just, you can't, when you touch them, you can't even feel them. They're that light. They're so much fun. You just want to dive in. So what I'm going to do for this technique is I'm going to take some of our Prism craft glue and I'm just going to dab it onto my mat here. And I've just taken a little bit of cut up old, well, it's not old, it's a new one, kitchen sponge. And I'm just going to dab it out, thin it out a bit. And I'm just going to lightly dab this over the top corner here. And it's just going to add some gorgeous detail onto our existing beautiful fantastic cardstock. So I've just got like an old kid's paintbrush. You don't need anything fancy. And I'm just going to start dropping this on and patting it down. Just all over where the glue is. Now you don't want to hit every tiny little bit because you do want that like aged rustic kind of look. So I'm just going to go in now. I'm going to pat it all down where I want it to hit. And I'm just going to give that a moment to dry in that top corner and I'm going to go down and do the other side here.
It just looks so easy to do.
It's fun. I wouldn't do it on those days you desperately need a fan or anything on your desk because that's not going to work. You just pat it down where we want it to go. So I'm just going to use the scourer edge just to clean off the edge of my brush a bit and then we're just going to start brushing away.
Ah, this looks good.
And it just gives you that beautiful extra depth and dimension to your cardstock. And then if you want a little bit more detail, you can just take the scouring edge of your sponge and just brush it back with that. And any little bits that you want to clean up. I don't know. Can you just see how
Yeah.
Just that extra beautiful definition it gives you on there. Okay. So before we put this away, now this is the bit where I've messed up a little bit, but we'll improvise. So I've taken a sheet from our Clockwork Emporium set.
Yep.
And I've picked this beautiful heart motif, and it's got the beautiful wings coming off, because this is like it's a bit of an alternative Valentine's Day card, something a little bit different. Now, my plan was I was going to take a quickie glue pen, that are very, very fine ballpoint like pens with glue inside, and I was going to go around and detail around the heart and the top of the wings here, and then put my flakes over the top. But I've left my quickie glue pen hidden on my desk somewhere, so what I'm going to do, and you'll get a very, very similar effect, I'm going to improvise. I'm taking my pokey tool and a little bit of the PVA glue, and because we're not looking for anything precise, I can just use this to draw around the edge. And hopefully I'll get a similar effect. Like I said, I'm not after anything that is, I want it a little bit rough and rustic looking, so hopefully we'll get there. So we can just use this exactly the same way. And if you've got any really fine little paintbrushes, you could do exactly the same thing with it.
I like this little tip.
That was a make do, because I was sat there for a second thinking, what am I going to use? So you could just brush this over. You can see it just brings out that outline of the heart. I'm actually doing it a bit neater here. You should have seen the mess I was making at home.
Did you have to hoover up straight away?
Oh yes. Otherwise I end up with gold children and gold cats. Not necessarily a bad thing.
Gold children. Oh, do you have to hide the Gilding Flakes? Put them out of reach?
Oh, definitely. Jackson is obsessed with the little bubbles that form on top of the construction glue. So whenever he sees me using construction glue, he's like, give me it. Because they come up to, like, you know, little squidgy bubbles. He thinks they're the best thing ever. So I definitely have to hide construction glue. So you can just see it's given this lovely shiny effect around our heart that just really makes it pop out. So we're going to fussy cut this out now.
We've got a question. Can you use any glue with these, or do you need the like white PVA?
A white PVA I would think was best. Your quickie glue pens, like I said before, are good as well. The construction glue, it's very, very thick like consistency, so I think it might just get a little bit too sticky. I think when you're using something to dab on top, it might stick all that. So this is the one that I did at home with the quickie glue pen, so you can see I've got a very, very similar effect. I'm just going to start fussy cutting it, finish fussy cutting it out. I'm going to go around this wing here. And there's so many more areas you could add your gilding detail on here if you wanted to, but I thought I would try and keep it subtle today. I'm aiming this at a gentleman, so we'll not go too over the top.
Yeah.
So I'm just cutting out around those little wing details. And we've got that there. And then also in your little book, you've got pages with smaller elements on. So I've just done exactly the same with the smaller heart. And I'm going to move this mat out the way because it's distressing me. And now we can start assembling and putting everything together. So we bring back in our card blank. And again, I'm going to put my glue straight onto my base because it's going to overhang a little bit. That means I'll have no glue showing on the back of the card.
Shelley has put, my 7-year-old daughter would want her eyebrows gilded.
That sounds like so much fun.
That
I'm
does.
gonna do that.
And Natalie's not here, she'd be up for that. She would try it out.
Yeah. So we're going to pop that back on the front. So this is our basic card shape, which I just think is so lovely, something a little bit different.
Yeah, absolutely.
And let's start layering up. So I'm going to put this big heart detail popping off the side there. So we'll just add a couple of foam pads.
I would love to know how many foam pads we use a year in this building.
Ooh. I've no idea. Thousands. The absolute thousands. So we're going to pop that there. And we'll bring in, if I've got some of my little square foam pads. There we go. I'm going to pop 2 on the back here, just so it sits above that original one that we've put on. And then I'm going to go to our fabulous essential book of Matastic Sentiments.
Oh, of course.
And in here, I'm sure I have seen, we've got a Happy Valentine's Day sentiment. No, not this one, but I know I need this one. To my loving husband.
Oh, that's nice.
And the colours just work perfectly because it just picks out those red details from the heart. And I'm sure somewhere we've got the same in Happy Valentine's Day.
Oh, that colour goes really well.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Match perfectly.
If anybody wants the Matastic book, little book of sentiments, that is on the website. I think it's £11.99. And I think, see, my memory works sometimes, but not other times. But I think there's 640 sentiments.
Oh, let's see. It'll say on here, won't it?
Am I right?
Can't see.
I feel, for some reason, that's
Yeah,
stuck in my
it
head.
sounds about right. So I'm going to stick this one on the bottom. And then we take a little bit of construction glue on the back of our tag. And I'm just taking this just over halfway because it is going to pop off the end of our card a little bit. I'm going to put this through here, just sliding it under that element there. And then made a tiny, tiny little bow out of some of our twine. Because men can handle a bow if it's out of twine, can't they?
They can.
Yeah, it's a bit more masculine.
Kat, have you watched Harry Potter?
I have, yes.
So we've got a comment from Catherine, and she put, they look a little bit like the Quidditch golden snitches. They do, don't they?
Don't they? Yeah. There we go. Something very different, but I think quite beautiful.
Oh, it looks so good. Thanks, Kat.
It rocks a little bit as well, so it's got a little bit of movement.
And I think you've inspired so many people in the comments to try the Gilding Flakes.
Good,
There
good,
was
I hope so.
so many people that have said I've had these, don't know what to do with them, or I've popped them in my basket and I'm going to watch this video back. So perfect.
And that
Thank
was
you
just
so
on the
much.
cardstock. When we do our Matastic collections, our topper collections, go in on your toppers and add that detail.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, definitely.
go to town.
Give it like a nice little textured look, won't it?
Definitely.
So, thank you so much. So now we've got the fun bits of Thankcraft It's Friday, and we need to let you know the answer to this week's weekly question. So 5 winners are going to win one of our Animal Kingdom second season luxury topper collections, and the answer is C, moonbows. And I think we have a little picture.
Oh,
Isn't that nice?
it's just like a rainbow, but at night.
Oh, well, that
I
is
expected something a bit different.
that's what it is, Kat.
Still very pretty.
So the 5 lucky winners this week are the following. So a huge congratulations to Natalie Roth, Barbara Jackson, Karen Storer, Brenda Day and Lorraine Platford. You have all won one of these amazing Animal Kingdom topper collections. If you're watching the show, please private message us with your address and we'll get one of those posted out to you as soon as possible. So huge congratulations. So, and then the next thing is spin the wheel. That was smooth, wasn't it? It's the most nerve-wracking part of the show, I think.
It definitely is.
Not starting or going through the products, it's getting the wheel out in time. So, so I've had my Weetabix. Shall we? Oh, Emily, have you got a little question for us?
It's a silly one.
Oh, go on.
We like silly ones.
What's the right way for a dog to wear pants?
Right, if you didn't hear that, Emily would like to know what is the right way for a dog to wear pants. So I'm going to spin the wheel. You've got a couple of minutes to let us know what you think, and we will let you know who has won. Shimmer Gemstones. Oh, is that the bundle? It's the bundle of Shimmer Gemstones. So, Kat, what do you think about this week's question?
About the question, I have a very definite answer for this.
Oh, go on.
They shouldn't. It's as simple as that.
Are you not a fan of dressing little dogs up?
No, not really.
We saw a picture this morning on Facebook that Natalie's put of her little dog Oscar, and he's got a little cap on.
Yeah, see, that's cute.
Yeah.
But pants, just a step too far.
I like it when you go walking in winter and you see them in, and they're like a full bodysuit that you can get them now. And they just look so cute, so warm, so cozy. But I'm going to look because I don't know what Emily means.
No, we're in just the front legs, on all four legs.
Oh.
The back leg.
Well, Emily, are you okay?
I mean, if I had to, it would be just the front legs because you're covering up the back end, you're just asking for problems.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you can get some really fancy, like Halloween costumes for cats and dogs now, can't you?
Yeah.
And they look so good. Like little Dracula with capes and all sorts. They come walking and they look really good. Oh yeah, somebody said remember to cut a hole out for their tails.
Yeah.
Yes. A little cute raincoat. So, Emily, do we have a little winner?
We have a little winner. It's Betty Copeland.
Betty Copeland, congratulations. So you have won this week's Spin the Wheel. So there's a Shimmer Gemstones bundle coming straight out to you if you private message us with your address, and then we'll get that posted out to you. But thank you so much for watching me and Kat this morning, and to Kat for some fabulous demonstrations. So all these Super Saver deals that you've just seen, they are going to be around till February the 6th, which is not this Sunday, next Sunday at midnight. So plenty of chance to grab these foam pads, buy one get one free, card blanks, and of course to download those freebies on the website. And then if you haven't had enough of us for today, you can catch Natalie at 6 o'clock tonight with the amazing Muddy Paws collection that's on Create and Craft. And then on Monday morning, Natalie again and Rebecca will be back showing you that Muddy Paws collection, which is absolutely amazing. And then we are going to add our Eastern Wishes adorable scoreable pattern pack to the rollover box, and hopefully with that will be won very soon. And that's it from us. We hope you all have a lovely week in crafting, and we'll be back on Monday. So goodbye.